Hey everybody, it's Larry here again. I want to talk about today something that I've been seeing on social media a lot about how we're having a conflict of people who know what they're doing in the gym versus those who don't know what they're doing in the gym or the appearance of. A statement was asked, a question was asked basically, how can you tell when somebody doesn't know what they're doing in the gym? And the comments underneath that were like, oh, they have a belly. That means nothing. Um, they only talk about one thing because it worked for them, and then there was just a lot of comments that just didn't really make any sense to me. Uh, oh, they do this exercise for this body part, or you know, they they preach all the science based training, but don't have a physique at all. And then this that bothers me a lot. Uh, Mostly because we have the mentality that fitness and training and gym culture should strictly be a barbaric weight moving activity. It is to an extent. However, there are science based lifters who try to use their brain more than their muscle, in the sense of, well, if I pull it in this particular direction, I'm going to get a little bit more force production, so therefore theoretically should be getting more gains from it. So they try all these different things, and it feels good and it works, and they're feeling a little extra pump from it, from doing it a traditional type of way. So therefore they're a science-based lifter and don't, you know, and that's how they proceed. Now, it may take them a little longer to get a physique of somebody, let's say, who just grabs weight and heavy weight and lifts it. Heavier weight will always get you bigger muscles. It could also potentially get you a huge injury, but it will always get you bigger muscles because it is a larger force on the body and it has to adapt to that larger force. That there's no way around that. Now, how can we get there without getting hurt? I think the science-based lifters are more about, can we do this a little bit more effectively without breaking things, without getting hurt? And I think their message is a little skewed, where like the straps thing, where everybody just has straps on, above the elbow for doing a lateral raise. Yeah, it's better for your shoulder joint because you're putting less wear on it, because you decreased the moment arm instead of being further out, so there's less tension and less torque. Okay, does it work? Yeah. Is it easier? Yeah. Is it safer? Probably. But it's not as, is it as effective or better than if you did straighter arm lateral raises? I don't think so. I mean, I believe there are studies that EMG status and muscle function, muscle recruitment's the same. So therefore it is the same, but I don't know. I've tried them both. I don't know. For me, it doesn't work. So I'm going to go back to doing my way. See, right there. That's the thing. My way. I did it my way. Not I'm not going to do the song. And I think that's where a lot of people who talk about this stuff come from. Well, my way, I did it this, and this, and I got the results. Can you reproduce those results in 1,000 people? 1,000 different people, different sizes, shapes, colors, genders, races, physical abnormalities, etc. If you can, then I believe you have something worth talking about. But if you don't, and it's just you, it's anecdotal at best, and shut up. I went way off topic here, um, because it was about how do you know who knows what they're talking about in the gym, and I was going to just go straight into, uh, no one should be telling anyone what to do in the gym unless they are specifically asked about something. I'm not talking about a trainer in a gym running over to try and make a sales pitch. That pisses me off. And I used to do it, and I used to teach trainers how to do it, and I'm sorry, it's the worst thing we could ever do interrupting people in their workouts to try to sell them my expertise, when chances are they may even know more than you do. They know their body better than you do. But if you're in a gym setting and you see somebody doing something that you don't agree with, if you go over to them and tell them, hey, do it this way, it's better, you are wrong. Whether your information could be correct, you are wrong. They didn't ask for your opinion. They didn't ask for your help. They didn't hurt themselves. They were in no danger of hurting themselves. And they did not look distressed like, oh my God, I don't have big muscles yet from doing this one particular exercise. You going up to them saying, hey, do it this way instead, is wrong. You know nothing about their skeletal structure. You know nothing about their medical health, if they have any conditions at all or anything. You don't know if they're recovering from an injury. You don't know if they have an autoimmune disease, if they slept for the last 6 months. You don't know if they're mentally sane. You don't know anything about them. And then the first things out of your mouth should be how to do a movement in an exercise. Absolutely 100% incorrect. That is the point I was trying to get to. Went a little off topic there. So to summarize, no one should be telling anyone in the gym how to do anything without being specifically asked first. And this goes for social media too. I think there should be a warning preceding every video, basically saying, hey, this is what we did, this is what we looked at, and this is why we did this. You could try it if you'd like, but there's no guarantee in anything. I think that it should be pretty much before every single fitness video. I think social media companies should put that on there, kind of like how they do, don't try this at home type of thing, seek medical help, professional help, blah, 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 blah. A warning, basically, before any fitness content that teaches people how to do stuff, including videos like this. It should be, these are the opinions of this individual only. Even if it's a science-based lifter who has a multitude of studies, really should have the warning preceding everything saying, these are the studies that we did on 1,500 people, but you may not be the same as any of those people, so you may get different results. Results may vary kind of thing because nobody wants to get sued. That, I think, is what we need to have before any video that teaches somebody how to do an exercise a particular way, how to alter an exercise any particular way, how to diet, how to pretty much do anything that affects your physical, mental, and overall health. I think there needs to be the warning label. This way, if something's really absurd, they'll be like, hey, I just said this is the way I do it. Maybe it's another tool for you, maybe it's not, but this is the way I do it. This is my opinion. That's it. For the science-based folks with the studies and everything, should be like, hey, this is a study, or here's 30 different studies that only looked at 1,000 people each one. So that's only 30,000 people. There's 8 billion people on this planet. You're telling me that everybody fits into one of these 30,000 people categories? That's what I'm trying to say. So I ramble a lot. We need to have this. So I think I'm going to start doing it before all of my videos now. Whenever I tell people what to do and what not to do. But it's based on my opinion. Okay? Listen, and it comes from experience. That's the whole thing. All right. That's enough. I rant too much. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like, subscribe button. If you get any kick out of this or want to see more. All right?